I'm a 32-year-old woman, and 3 years ago, my husband Luke and I moved into a small 2-bedroom starter home on a quiet tree-lined street. We were thrilled to finally have a place of our own, even if it was a little cramped and needed more work than we first realized. Luke's mother, Margaret, greeted our new beginning with a warm smile and a casserole dish in hand. She came by with small household gifts, kitchen towels, a set of mugs, a bag of fresh apples, and seemed genuinely excited for us. Margaret had a habit that felt quirky at first. Whenever we split groceries after a family dinner or went in together on party supplies, she jotted the amount in a small floral-covered notebook. I noticed it the first week we moved in, when she helped stock our pantry and paused to write Emma, 18.45 next to a neat column of dates. It struck me as charmingly precise, like she just liked keeping life tidy. About 2 months later, our water heater died. We were still juggling furniture costs and couldn't spare the money right away. Margaret insisted on calling a repair service and paying for it herself, waving off our protests. She smiled and said it was a housewarming present. When she left, though, I caught the glint of her pen as she scribbled something into the little notebook before sliding it back into her purse. Weeks passed. We were at a Sunday dinner when she mentioned, almost casually, that we could settle up for the plumbing bill whenever convenient. My fork paused halfway to my mouth. That gift had quietly turned into a loan. Luke brushed it off, saying his mom just liked keeping records and probably misspoke. It didn't stop there. Over the next 2 years, Margaret often offered to cover small extras, birthday candles, spare diapers, a bit of siding repair, always smiling as she reached for her wallet, and always, I noticed, making a quick note afterward. It became a pattern so steady I could predict it. The offer, the cheerful acceptance of thanks, and the careful recording. Sunday dinners started to feel like hidden account reviews. Margaret would chat about recipes or neighborhood news, then weave in a reminder of something she'd helped with, phrased lightly but always there. Luke told me I was overthinking it. "She's just detail-oriented," he'd say while clearing plates. When our daughter Lily was born, Margaret's enthusiasm ramped up. She offered regular babysitting so I could finish a remote contract project. At first it was a blessing, free childcare from someone Lily adored. But one afternoon, as I walked past the guest room to grab a fresh diaper, I overheard her on the phone. "I'm tallying the hours," she said, a quiet pride in her voice. A few days later, I bought a new stroller with a bonus from my project. Margaret watched me unpack it and remarked that it might have been wiser to repay that plumbing loan first. The air between us chilled. Not long after, I was unloading groceries in her kitchen when a binder on the counter caught my eye. A thick 3-ring binder labeled in bold marker, "Family Assistance, Emma and Luke." Curiosity prickled. I flipped it open to neat color-coded tabs. Every page listed dates, items, and exact amounts down to the cent. Formula, $24.99. Stroller snacks, $8.15. Even the water heater repair, highlighted in yellow. I closed the binder before she returned but couldn't unsee it. That night I started my own spreadsheet. If she wanted to track every dollar, I would track every hour she spent babysitting. I logged each visit, the market rate for childcare, and even the times she requested extra help. The numbers climbed quickly. By the time Lily's 3rd birthday rolled around, the tension was hard to ignore. Family gatherings felt like quiet scorecards. Margaret's smiles were pleasant but tight, her glances lingering on every new purchase in our house. Luke finally admitted he sensed it too, though he still hoped it would blow over. I wasn't so sure.